Women's War Games. I'll tell you the truth. Like, I'm really pumped to see this match. I know that everybody in it is going to give 100%. As of right now, we have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss going up against Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi, Sane, and Asuka. On Monday Night Raw, we had two different storylines building up into this match. Basically, last week we had Charlotte Flair say that she was not going to be involved with this match because she doesn't trust and she doesn't like Rhea Ripley. Then we had Alexa Bliss on Monday Night Raw calling out Charlotte, saying that we were best friends. How can you do this to me? I'm putting myself into a position that I'm going to the biggest fight of my life. And just because you're not friends and you don't like Rhea Ripley, you're not going to be there and you're not going to have my back. As Alexa Bliss is wearing a shirt that says, "We are not friends." That is the whole basis of the storyline of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, is that they are the complete opposites. They are two very good singles wrestlers, both holding, various championships along their way on Raw and SmackDown, but they're able to find a way to coexist to win the women's championships and to hold them. I thought that they would have a good run with the belt, and then once their turn was done, probably with the titles going back to Judgment Day for the Liv Morgan return, that's where I thought we were going, but they ended up dropping the titles to the Kabuki Warriors, who were building themselves up. I thought that Asuka was setting herself up for one hell of a singles run not that long ago, but I guess them being the tag champs is where we're going. I really thought they had a whole storyline built up for Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Roxanne being so good friends with Raquel Rodriguez, the former tag partner of Liv Morgan. I think you got to put those tag titles back on there to make that a little bit more hot when Liv returns. But near the end of Raw, Rhea Ripley walked up to AJ Lee and said, "Hey, let's talk." And I think that what they're talking about is the last spot in WarGames on this team. If AJ Lee joins the babyface side, you would think that she's going to be opposed, that Becky Lynch would be forced to join this team. When I look at both of these competitors, neither of them have any affiliation with anybody on this team. Nobody in this match has had a match with AJ Lee. So she doesn't have a reason in order to come back, because she said it herself. The reason that she came back at WrestlePalooza was to help her husband, because Seth Rollins and basically Becky Lynch were picking a fight against him, and she wanted to go out there and even the odds. And then for whatever reason, she has not been on Raw since WrestlePalooza all the way until last week. And when she does, all of a sudden now she is the hottest thing on the roster, and we need to put her in WarGames right away. When you look at Becky Lynch is somebody who's always been a lone wolf ever since she's become the man. The fact that, Becky would want to put her into a situation where she's putting herself into friendship with Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, I have no clue what the hell's going on. The only thing that comes together in my mind is that Becky Lynch would want to be in this match because she's going up against Charlotte. We haven't seen Charlotte and Becky Lynch in a long time, but I think it's one of the hottest storylines the females have that goes way back to the point where I think that they could get something behind it. But that's where they're going. That's what we're going to get to in this upcoming week. When I'm looking at this, I honestly think that the baby faces, I think that Rhea and Io, with Alexa, AJ, and Charlotte, I think they have to get the win here. Like we were talking about the history of WCW's War Games back in the day, it's always going to be about the good guys having their day and showing you how much heat that they get put on themselves when they get put into a situation like this. They're going to find a way to come out on top.